think that's natural.
Why they invite me?
One thing I learned, the more you travel, the more it opens up your mind. Yeah, the more you travel, the more you see things. I'm living proof. Take it from me. You will enjoy it. You know what? When it's all said and done, it's going to be a good vacation. Hopefully this won't be my last trip going to Cartagena. Yeah. Those who believe in good old-fashioned family values, love, and who's looking for marriage, who's looking to incorporate a helpmate, a life mate.
I don't have trouble sleeping after visiting all these beautiful women.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
Every one of them is a dance machine. They love to dance, and and looking at them, I think they can pull it off too.
I'm from Barranquilla. It's my first time in this social event, and I find good men. Thank you.
Really fun, tons of women. It's no way you can't pick out one or two people that you really want to just get to know a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is Gustavo from the Costa Rica office, and I am the office manager. So in this show, we are going to talk a little bit about Costa Rica and the tours we do in this beautiful country in Central America. So this lady right next to me, she's my sister, my assistant. Her name is Andrea. Okay, so I know that all of you have a lot of questions, and we are here to answer the best of our knowledge, all of them. Okay, so let's get to the point and start answering some of your questions. Okay. So we have our tour to Costa Rica. Is going to be by the end of this month, which is Thursday, and then we will have the first socials on October 1st and October 2nd. It's going to be a big tour. Actually, it's going to be our tour with a little bit more than the amount of people we had over the past few months because of the pandemic situation. Okay, so we already have a big group of guys with different women that you are going to meet during that social event. Okay, so I'm going to have Andrea to do the talking a little bit more about this because we have a technical issue that I need to solve ASAP. Okay, Andrea, go ahead, please.
Okay, first of all, good night, good evening. I hope everybody is doing well at home. These are very difficult times due the pandemic. And as you know, Costa Rica also has their precautions, like, you have to wear your face mask. And I know many people are not very happy with wearing face masks because we're not used to do this. But this is the new normal right now. And for example, if you go, for example, to a restaurant, you have to wear your mask until you get to a table, and then you can just take it off. This is very important to tell you because this is how it is managed in Costa Rica. I don't know how the situation is in the United States. I understand there are some states that they don't ask you for a face mask anymore, but like for Costa Rica right now, in this moment, they will ask you to wear a face mask when you go out to the streets. If you go to a museum, for example, you have to. When you go to the national park, you have to wear your face mask. When you are outside, like at the volcano, for example, you don't have to wear it, of course, but this is important for everybody to know. Sometimes, I mean, you cannot just pass this situation in the, ¿cómo se dice? Normas, like
Rules.
the rules that we have for Costa Rica. So we try everything within our power to make it possible for you to meet ladies that are looking for a serious relationship. Something important to tell you about Costa Rica, if you don't know how the culture is, well, the women from this country, from our country, are willing to find somebody to spend the rest of their life with. We truly believe in marriage. We believe in family. And this is a big difference maybe compared to women in other countries. So family is like always number one for Costa Rican women, and this is the reason why they join AFA, because men from United States have a very good reputation about finding somebody for a serious relationship, and they treasure marriage. So this is like something important that we care about. So, well, we're still dealing with the technical problems, but we will be with you in just a minute. No sale nada ahí, mira. Y en esto no se puede conectar otra red como...
No, háblale de las mujeres.
O mándamelo por aquí, yo lo veo en el celular. Mándalo al celular, el enlace, al WhatsApp.
Ok. Ahora le conexión a la mujer y otro mundo.
Cartagena de Indias has lots of names. For example, the Fantastic City, the Heroic City, and it is without a doubt the most beautiful city in Colombia. The 500-year-old walls and cobble streets can tell thousands and
When in
thousands.
Costa Rica rains, I must tell you guys that it rains every single day. So every time you go out, you really need to have your umbrella with you because when it rains, believe me, it rains like cats and dogs.
Yeah, right now it's been raining for over maybe 2 hours. So, I mean, usually like in the afternoon, you have to keep your umbrella with you because it could be like a sunny day and then you have this rain, and that's Costa Rica. Dios, me está saliendo la autorización de eso. Dice que la autorización yo le puse aquí y la autorización ya está.
Sí, que dice, ok.
Yo se la puse y no sale.
Located right at the Atlantic Ocean, Cartagena is the tourist attraction. Its beautiful old town is an UNESCO World Heritage, and the city combines beautiful architecture with first-class Caribbean beaches. And that combination makes it so attractive for tourists from all over the world. And not only the city, of course, the women are exotic and very beautiful. 27 beautiful Caribbean islands surround Cartagena, called National Park Islas de Rosario, the Rosario Island National Park, which is the perfect getaway from the city's beaches. Only 45 minutes by boat, this is the perfect spot to go with your date. The white beaches and the crystal clear turquoise water invite to spend the day there, relaxing, snorkeling and swimming. Beautiful luxury hotels are located on those islands, and you can spend either the day or the night there. The old town of Cartagena is colorful and very romantic. Full of history, it is very interesting to walk around. Here, every house and every corner tells a different story. The flowers on the balconies and the pretty cafes and the elegant restaurants make the center of Cartagena a perfect place for a very special date. Boutique and luxurious hotels are in the best locations. Elegance is not lacking in Cartagena. Café de Mar. This is definitely one of the most romantic spots in the city. This restaurant and bar is located on one of the most important strongholds of the wall, right in front of the ocean. It is the perfect place to have a cocktail, watch the sunset, and all the tourist life of Cartagena. If you bring your date here, you will definitely gain her attention. Another iconic place in the city is the fortress Castillo San Felipe. If you like history, then this place is a must visit for you. Cartagena was the main city in South America where the treasures of the Spanish crown were kept before they were shipped to Spain. So this fortress was built to defend the city. Its construction started in 1539 and took over 250 years to be completed. The fortress offers a guided tour where you can explore its tunnels, corridors and secrets together with a beautiful woman from Cartagena. Now let me show you Boca Grande, another special place in the city where our office is located. Completely surrounded by water, this part of the city is home to the most visited hotels in the city. Unlike the old town, Boca Grande is surrounded by beaches.
And it's how many women personal relationships with your matchmakers? Do you know the girls well? Okay, well, throughout the years that we have been doing all these social events, and also when guys come here to meet ladies on single tours, it works out pretty good. It's not like we know immediately what happened at the end of the relationship. If sometime after that the two persons where the guy decided to do the fiancé visa for the lady and things like that, But this is, as an overall, we have been doing this for many years. So all I can tell you guys is that by doing this type of business, we have had a lot of secret relationships, So if you are asking me to give you a number, let's say we have a tour, social event, and then at the end, probably one or two guys, or maybe three, get seriously engaged with a couple of ladies. Of course, they don't proceed immediately because this is a matter of time, The guy wanted to go back to Costa Rica, in this case, to spend some more quality time with the lady. And then based on that, they will decide if they want to move forward or not, So a couple of months after is when these two persons come to our office, hey, I would like to do the fiancé visa for my girl, And that way they use our attorney. Some other people decide to do it by their own, and there's not any way we can track any of that, you know. It's just when we call the lady to set an appointment with any guy in particular, the lady will tell us, hey, you know, I attended your social event, or I met this guy on a private date, and everything has been great ever since. And right now, we are planning to get married, you know. So that's the way it has worked out. But as a general recommendation is, if you want to find somebody, this is a very good way to find your special someone.
Okay, we have another question from, let's see. Thank you very much for all the questions you have submitted. They seem very interesting and we'll get there, sure. Here we have a question from Sergio. What is the role of you have a list before match me when I get there? Well, Sergio, to answer to your question, usually you have to put yourself in the lady's position. Let's say that you want to meet somebody, and it would be better before you go to Costa Rica, before you come to Costa Rica, that you send the letter, send the lady a letter, so that you can briefly introduce yourself, so that she knows that you're coming to meet her. Because of course that will make her feel very special, and she will be very interested in meeting you. You can do it both ways. Like, you can, if you want, send a letter or not, or send a list before you get here, or just once you are in Costa Rica, you just give us like the ID numbers of the ladies that you want to meet, and we set up the meetings. So it's everything up to you. But our recommendation, in our experience, it would be better if you send a letter to introduce yourself first before you come to Costa Rica. That's for sure. Es que hay que ir borrando.
Okay, what does pura vida mean? Okay, this is a common expression used in Costa Rica. Okay, it says that everything is just fine, awesome. Okay, so that's what pura vida means. If, for example, like in Venezuela, when a Venezuelan wants to say that everything is good, chévere. Okay, so in Colombia, todo bien, that's expression to, it means everything is fine. Okay, so that's what it is.
And it's also used like a greeting. Like, if you see somebody and you don't remember that person's name, you say, hey, pura vida. So this is like a way to get around if you don't remember the person's name. And also when you say goodbye, you also say pura vida. Or if somebody do like a favor to you, help you with something, you say pura vida. That it could mean also like, thank you very much, or you're welcome.
Okay, why are women in Costa Rica referred to as Ticas? Okay, this is the short expression for Costa Rica, for Costa Ricans. Okay, so they use that short expression, Ticas for men, and Ticas for women, and Ticos for men. Okay, so that's what it is, the short expression, instead of saying the whole word.
Okay, Corey is asking, is it worth it? Corey is asking if there are any success stories. I think Gustavo can answer this question.
Yes, absolutely. Well, about that, this is one that I am having right now with a guy who has been writing letters to a lady for quite long. Okay, the guy decided to come to Costa Rica and meet this particular lady in person. Okay, so he has been doing that for the past, I would say, 6 months. Everything is doing just great. As a matter of fact, he's doing the fiancé visa process with the lady. But you know, there was something really particular in this case, because the guy wrote to this lady many letters, like you have no idea. And then they even talk on the phone they didn't have like a visual contact prior to the first meeting for the first time. So they both were very anxious about this. So, I mean, you can imagine, you know, it's not the same thing when you write a couple of letters to a person and then you go there to meet that person face to face. So in this particular case, it didn't happen like that. It was after, wow, I would say maybe close to a year that they have been writing letters. And then that moment came when the guy came here to meet the lady face to face. So everything went extremely good. Amazing. I mean, it was a very nice, successful story because, I mean, we don't know what is going to happen when you have the chance to meet that person face to face. It's not the same thing like writing letters back and forth and everything is good. It's pura vida. No, we never know. But that time came and, like I said, everything went great. And the guy is doing, he has already applied for getting a fiancé visa for this lady. So throughout the time, the guy has done several trips and he has spent some more quality time with this lady. So this is a very successful story, you know. So that's all what I can tell you. Although there are many more, but if I continue telling you a lot more, we will never get into all the questions that we need to answer. Okay?
You have to see it by yourself and come to Costa Rica because actually it's a very good combination. Like if you know what you're looking for, if you're looking for a lady to be serious and get married, and the ladies that you are going to meet are also willing to find somebody for a serious relationship, you can imagine how big the possibilities are. So just take your chance and come to Costa Rica and see it by yourself. We'll be here to help you.
Okay, I have this message here from Chris. Hello to Gustavo and Andrea. Hello, Chris. Pura vida. Looking forward to meeting you the last of September tour. My feet on the ground in Costa Rica, September 29 for the tour. Going to be great time. Yes, absolutely, Chris. Welcome to Costa Rica.
And
I am. Yeah.
Sorry, don't forget to bring your umbrella, please. Okay, Paul is asking another question. Will the women date me if I am not vaccinated? Paul, that's I don't know how to answer to this question, but let me tell you that maybe 80% of the total population of Costa Rica has been vaccinated already. So it's something that is taken not like lightly. I mean, people really care a bit about this, but usually before you come to Costa Rica, I think they have to take a COVID test to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are needing a document that you didn't have any COVID when you get the test in the United States, that wouldn't be a problem. So if you have like a copy of that with you, that would be great. So yeah, it's not like a big problem at all.
Okay, another question is, how any of the men in your service moved to Costa Rica after meeting their wife? Yes, absolutely. I have met a couple of guys that when they have met their wife, they come to live in Costa Rica permanently. Although from the very beginning they live in the States and then eventually they do it like partially. Okay, sometime a few months in Costa Rica and a few months in the States. And then at the end, they decide to move permanently to Costa Rica. Not that many, but very, very few, okay? I would like to meet a woman who hasn't had any children. Would that be possible through your service in Costa Rica? Absolutely. We have women in Costa Rica for all different type of lives, you know? For that reason, there are colors. So we have women with no children, okay? So that's for you because we're interested. There are women who have children, maybe one or two, something like that, okay? And there are other women who are not interested in having any children at all, you know? So concerning this last group of women, not that many, but very, very few. Okay, the number is very, very low. Okay, so about that, let me tell you that I have a lady, and now that I remember about this particular lady, she is in her late 20s. And guess what? The lady speaks very good English. And a lot of people, a lot of guys have met this lady already, or they have been corresponding, okay, through letters, now that I remember. But they are interested in having children. And because she's not interested in having any kids, it looks kind of, I mean, the interest that those guys have in this woman just went away because the guys want to have children and she doesn't want to have any. So, but that's maybe another one option for you to consider about those who are not interested in having any kids. Okay, so this lady could be a very good option for you to keep in mind. Alrighty.
Something important, like if you consider like this is like a quality that is very important for you when you're seeking for a lady, before you set up a meeting, you can see that information on the profile. So it will say if the lady has children or not, or eventually if they don't want to have any children, it would say that, but usually most Latin women want to have children when they find somebody special and they are married.
Okay, another question here is, are Costa Rican women eager to attend the upcoming tour, or are they fearful of the virus? About this, no, I mean, they are, as long as all the procedure is followed the way it is, so there should be no issue at all, okay? So, of course, they are willing to come and meet you. All you have to do is, like I said, write a list of the day that you would like to meet at the social event, and we'll have them for you. Okay? Nothing to worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Ed is asking a question. How long do most Costa Rican women expect to date before getting engaged to a foreigner? Ed, this question really depends on the person. I personally know ladies who have been engaged and only date for 1 or 2 months, and then they get married or do the fiancé visa process. But this will depend on the lady, and of course on the security that you show to her. So if you show that you're a serious man, that you really want to be engaged with that person, usually it could be like from 2 months, maybe I would say, to, I don't know, 6 months or 1 year or something like that. So, but that depends on the lady. I mean, it's not like a regular number of months that I can tell you, or years. I mean, I wouldn't have any idea because it depends on the person, basically.
Okay, this is a very interesting question. Are Costa Rican women interested in staying in their country and living with the foreign husband? Okay, about this, let me tell you. Women in Costa Rica, they live happy in Costa Rica. Okay, so if they find somebody through our service, okay, and the guy cannot come here to live in Costa Rica permanently for whatever reason, the lady is willing to be relocated to another country. Okay, so that's not any problem for her at all. So she will move, and the thing is this. Of course, the guy will need to know that, okay, I take this lady from Costa Rica, and I have to think for one moment, like, since she's going to be with me in my country, I have to think that, or I have to be in her shoes for one moment, okay? She has some family members, and because of that, I mean, it would be fine for me that she goes from time to time to Costa Rica in order to visit her family. I mean, she can do it by her own, or I can go with her. Why not? So if you do something like that for the lady, that will be great, awesome. So that's something for you to keep in mind. At any point, do not ever think the wrong way. Okay, because she's happy in Costa Rica, she wants to find somebody from another country so that the guy can come to Costa Rica and live permanently. No, 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 that's not the case. Okay, that is not the case. So I'm just, I mean, letting you know how things will be working out the best way. That's all. Okay.
And well, it's also very common that you see many Costa Rican women and they are married to foreign men and they also live here. So it's also common that you see these couples on the streets, for example. So it's not like something weird or nothing at all. So it's all, I mean, you have to work it out with the person and be sincere about the possibilities of that. That she comes back and visit the family, or that you come with her, as Gustavo was mentioning.
Okay, how much should a man plan to spend on their trip in Costa Rica, including everything? Wow. Okay.
Del hotel ya es incluido.
Yeah.
Hotel is included on the package deal.
Yeah. So in this case, it will be probably when you go out to restaurants to eat. If you go by your own, or maybe you take a lady with you. Depends. I mean, I would say like maybe between $100, $200 per day, something like that. Okay, so you have to be aware. Like, I mean, if you go to eat alone, because well, at the hotel you are going to have a breakfast. Okay, so all you have to think is spending the money for lunch and dinner. So if someday you're going to have a lady with you, maybe about 100 or probably a little bit more, depends where you go, things like that. However, if you plan on doing a tour around, then maybe $100 more, something like that. Okay.
Also, like if you go bowling, I think it's per hour like $60 or $70. So the prices here are very, like, they are easily compared to the prices in the United States, and also depends on the activities that you want to do. Like if you want to do a city tour on a helicopter, that's very expensive compared to other activities that you could do, like going to the museums or go to a typical Costa Rican restaurant. So yeah, the prices are kind of similar to the United States, according to what I have heard from other clients.
Okay, another question is, has COVID prevented introductions from taking place between your members, as in are the women scared to meet Americans because of our numbers? No, not at all. I mean, with this situation, we have had several introductions. So the most important thing is that you follow the protocol, okay? If you go to restaurant, whatever place, you need to wear a facial mask. Okay, so as long as you do it, it's not any issue at all. Okay, we're waiting for some more questions.
Okay, Andrew, I'm sorry, I have problems pronouncing that name. Andrew, is a marriage in Costa Rica legal in the United States? Can foreigners even get married in Costa Rica? Yes, Costa Rica is a country, and the marriage that you will have here will be recognized all over the world as the same as in the United States. If you get married there and you go to the embassy, they will recognize the marriage. But that depends on the situation. For example, if you're willing to get married and bring the lady to live to United States, it would be better if you get married in the United States. So if you do like the fiancé visa process, and then this will allow the lady to stay legally in the United States for 3 months. So within this period of time, you and the lady need to be married, and after that, there is a process for her to get like the citizenship of the United States. So if you're thinking about the future with that lady and all that, I mean, it depends on the situation, because I don't know if you're willing to come to Costa Rica and live here in Costa Rica. So if we suppose that you want to take the lady to the United States, it would be better that you do the fiancé visa process, and the marriage will take place in the United States.
Okay, I have another question here. Do Honduran women attend the socials? About this, throughout all the years, I don't think we have ever had any member from Honduras. Mostly all the ladies in Costa Rica are from this country, but we still have a very low number of people from other countries, mostly Colombia, Venezuela, Panama, and Nicaragua.
Leslie is saying, I think about 20 years ago I was looking up this site. I have met many women who have South American wives in Australia. Well, I suppose Leslie lives in Australia. And well, you know that Latin women have a very good reputation when it comes to family and marriage. So it's very common that you see us all over the world with a nice family next to a nice man. And well, we hope you can come to Costa Rica and visit us. More questions? Okay, Chris decided to send a letter to the ladies that he wants to meet the most. That's a great idea, Chris. That will be great, and they will know that you will be in Costa Rica, and they will be like expecting you. So this is great, and if you could also send a recent photo of yourself, that would be great. Please don't send photos that are like 10 years old. I mean, nobody wants to be tricked like this. So just send like a regular photo, nicely dressed, or yeah, no flip flops, please, or no shorts, and that will be great.
About this, there are some guys that they prefer to write long letters forever, like endless letter, and then they never decide to travel to that country to meet that lady. So at some point, that's kind of disappointing for them, because hey, if we started communication through letters, I hope to be able to meet with you face to face in a reasonable amount of time, but not that long, So at the end, it never happened. Like they decided not to write to each other anymore, because the guy never told her, okay, you know what? I have, after writing you for 2 years, I have finally decided to go to Costa Rica and meet you. They don't do it. So it's good to keep in mind, like when you start writing letters to a lady and then you feel some sort of a connection at some point with that lady, hey, just find out about any airline that can take you there and meet the lady face to face. That's the best way to, let's say, to complement the situation of writing letters, So just try to do that in a timely manner.
Yeah. We have a message from Eric saying that he found a ticket from Cleveland, Ohio, in $300. You see, that's very cheap. So if you compare just that price for the airline ticket and plus what you have to pay for the Latin tour and come to Costa Rica, it's a very, very cheap compared to what you are going to meet. This is a very beautiful experience, and you will have many chances to meet a lady that will be your partner for the rest of your life. Nothing is compared to this, and you have to see it by yourself. I often listen to clients that they always mention, like, hey, why I didn't do this before? I wasn't sure about doing this, but I mean, you just have to decide. You have the last word, and we will be here assisting you in anything you may need in Costa Rica.
Okay, Mark is saying this. I am fully vaccinated and I have to get another shot in December. Hey, that's fine. As long as you show like a let's say like a document that it
The
proves,
test, COVID test.
yeah, the proof that you have been vaccinated already. That's good. That's perfect. Awesome. So that's not any. Don't think like you need to have the 2 vaccinations so that you can come here to Costa Rica. No, no. At least if you have one, but you have this document that you get that one, that's perfectly fine. And also the COVID test, that's good enough. So ready to go. Okay.
Mark is asking a question. How would a lady from Costa Rica feel about the man she has met living with his family? His family or her family?
Family.
Her family? Okay.
He has met living with his family. Sí, con la familia de él.
Okay. I don't know how to answer. I don't get that question quite well. I'm sorry.
How would the lady from Costa Rica feel about the man she has met living with his family?
Okay, like with his brothers and sisters or mother and father. Okay, this is not like a big issue, but I guess when you get married, you want to have your own space for yourself, or maybe if you're close to your family, maybe a place that is close to your family. But usually, if you get married with somebody or if you have a relationship with that person, you expect to have your own space. So in that case, that's the answer that I could give you. Mm-hmm. So it's not a big thing anyway. It's not.
Okay, what are some of the activities to set up on the Costa Rica tour besides the socials? Okay, this is a very interesting question. Yeah. Let me tell you. We have 2 socials, Friday and Saturday. Okay, so then on Sunday, the whole idea is to do like a group tour. Let me tell you that this group tour is not part of the package trip. Okay, so this is something that you will need to cover on your own. Okay, this tour is about getting away from the city of San Jose and go to another place so that you can see the forest. Actually, we'll go to visit the volcano. Okay, the Arenal volcano. That's about 2 hours and 30 minutes away. Well, I would say 3 hours to be exact. Okay, so it's a long trip. It's a long day tour. We get to that place. Well, before getting to that place, we make a stop in a place to do the canopy tour or the zip lines. Okay, so this is right in the jungle. All you have to do is you jump from one tree to the other on a cable that is completely secure, so nothing to worry about. Okay, it's kind of a string sport. It's really nice. A lot of people like it, love it, they enjoy it. So then the idea is that you take your companion with you along this tour. Okay, one of the ladies that you have met on Friday or Saturday social. Now, if you like one lady on Friday social and then another one on Saturday social, you are not going to end up doing this tour with 2 ladies. Okay, you just need one. Okay, so you have to select that one in particular whom you think might be like a good connection. Okay, so that's what the plan is about. After doing this tour, then we go to the hot springs where you can see the Arenal volcano, which is an active volcano. You can see it from the distance. Okay, at nighttime, when depends if Mother Nature is nice, then you can see the lava, the red thing when it's coming down is, I mean, something great, beautiful, like you have no idea. So that's pretty much what you do. Then you leave about 8 a.m. and come back about 9 or 10 p.m. the same day, okay? However, if you plan to stay some more time in Costa Rica, you would like to stay a couple of extra days, you can just go to the beach, something like that, or you can do the another type of tours. Say, for example,
Coffee tour, coffee plantation tour.
Coffee plantation tour, yeah, absolutely.
The volcanoes, the hot springs, the whitewater rafting.
Whitewater rafting.
Yeah, go to the national parks. And the good thing about these tours is that you don't have to worry about anything. I mean, they will take care of you. They will pick you up at your hotel. You just go enjoy the day. They will feed you. They will bring you back, and you don't have to worry about parking lot or pay for the fee for the entrance of the national park or anything. They will take care of everything. So this is a great way to get to know Costa Rica if you don't know how to move around. Chris is giving great advice here that I would like to comment. Step out of your comfort zone, guys, and book a trip. The women will appreciate the effort. That's completely true, Chris. And also, if you try to learn some words in Spanish, they will be highly appreciated. Like somebody was asking me the other day if the women will laugh at you if you try to speak some Spanish, but no, not at all. It will be like a big plus if you also try to at least say some words in Spanish. So, yeah, please take the advice that Chris just mentioned and come to Costa Rica.
Okay, another question. Are there excursions included in the cost of the AFA tour, such as trip to Jaco or San Jose City tour? No, well, actually, not any single excursions is included in the package deal. Okay, so this is something that you will need to cover by your own.
Yeah, and well, Jaco is like one of the closest beaches to San Jose downtown. It's not by its reputation the best place to go, especially if you are from the United States. I mean, this place has a very bad reputation for prostitution and drugs and things like this. So if you mention like that you're going to Jaco to a lady that is on the site, they may think like in a bad way about what you're looking for. And the San Jose City tour, basically San Jose is a very small city, and if you know like the main avenue, that is Central Avenue, you will get around easily. I can show you how it is and also show you on a map, but the only place that you need to know is like the Central Avenue. From there you go to any place you want to go, in restaurants and all that.
Okay, somebody's asking here about the exchange rate. About this, the exchange rate right now per dollar is 612 colones, okay, per dollar. There are some people, let me advise on this. There are some people that when they get to the airport in Costa Rica, okay, they immediately get some colones there. But you know, if you do it that way, you may end up losing some money because, like I said, per dollar is 612 colones. At the airport, it might be 450 colones per dollar. So, as you can see, not a good idea to do it at the airport. Maybe when you are in San Jose downtown, you can just go to any local bank and get some colones. Of course, you will need an ID. In that case, it will be your passport, okay, original passport that you will need to show at the bank, okay?
Also, the ID card, I think they call it like a copy of your passport, and I have seen that they can become it like a card or something. This is also possible for you to show at the bank, and they will take it as an official document. Something important, in most places they wouldn't take bills that are like 100 bills or even $50 bills. So you want to, I mean, it's better that you keep your colones and you exchange it at the banks. And the banks are open from 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning until 4 p.m. That's the only time that they are open. So Monday to Friday, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And what was the credit card that they didn't take in most places?
American Express.
American Express is not accepted in many places. So if you have that credit card or card, maybe use another one, Visa or MasterCard or something like that. I'm not getting paid for saying this, but it's important for you to know because some people they only have this card and it could be like a problem if you're going to pay in a restaurant and they don't take that type of card.
How safe is San Jose, Costa Rica? Well, you know, San Jose is the capital of Costa Rica. So, as many capitals around the world, you have to take your safety precautions. Okay? San Jose is pretty safe. As a matter of fact, you can see police all around the city, almost in every single corner. Okay? But like I said just a moment ago, you have to use your common sense. Okay? Don't go to the street carrying some jewels, you know. It's just a matter of common sense. That's all. You can just walk all around easily, not a problem at all. Okay?
Pete is saying that it's hard to find a woman that speaks English. Usually, yeah, on the profiles you will see if the lady can speak like good English or poor or fair English. So you want to maybe pay attention to this. And of course, most ladies don't speak English. Maybe like, I don't know, 60% of them or something because, you know, our national language is Spanish. But if you look carefully, you will find many women that speak at least some English, enough to get by or get to know you better, at least on a first or second or third meeting.
Okay, I'm a tall man about 6 feet, 3 inches. Are there any women there who are at least 5'9" tall? Yes, absolutely. To be honest with you, we don't have that many tall women, but we have very few, okay? So, on this, I would like to tell you that there are women who are not that high, but guess what? They like tall men. And when I say this, I am referring to tall men just like you, okay?
Alejandro is asking, hey, do you have any pictures of the hotels or the restaurants in the area in Costa Rica or link so I can research? I am very interested and thank you. Alejandro, we cannot give you like an exact name of places, but you can just like put on Google and put restaurants and some of them who would be any of your interest, like I don't know if Asian restaurant or typical restaurants. So just put it like on Google and you will find it. And like a reference point for Google Maps is Morazan Park. So this is like very close to where the AFA hotel is and also the AFA office. So this is a very good reference point for you. Morazan Park with a C. Can you spell it, Gus, please? I don't know how to spell in English. Parque Morazan.
Okay, P as potato, A as apple, R as Robert, Q.
In English, Morazan Park, because he's looking for Google Maps.
Morazan.
See?
Okay, Morazan is M as Mary, O as Oscar, R as Robert, A as apple, Z as zebra, A as apple, N as Nancy. Morazan
Park. So you can see your way around using this website and you will find many places. And I'm sorry, I'm not good with the spelling. I don't know, I never learned how to spell in English.
Okay, well, let me tell you, like, since we are in a Spanish country, that doesn't mean that all women over here only speak Spanish. We have a high level of women who can speak good English, okay? So, let's say if you want like a percentage, about 40% of the women we have in our database speak very good English. Okay, there are some other like they speak, I mean, fair English, just enough to get by. Okay, and there are other women who do not speak any English at all. Okay, so the thing is, probably when they joined at that moment they didn't speak any English at all. Sometime after, we get surprised because the lady had decided to learn to speak the language. So that's why I'm saying that the number of people who can speak English in Costa Rica is getting higher every single day. So people try to improve their life one way or the other. Okay.
Okay, we have many questions. We are searching through all of them. Okay, this is something funny that Leslie is mentioning. He thought like 20 years ago, Latin mail order bride was a cartel or something. It was a. I'm not very familiar how everything started. I guess I was a bit younger, but everything changes in the way that we have learned to find and meet people from other countries. It has changed over the years, and let's say like right now, even this way to get to know people is even more important as it used to be before the pandemic. So this is still like a very good way to find a real person that really wants to spend the rest of the life with you. And of course, at the beginning, we always have doubts about how things work, especially when they are new things. And this is something that it will change over the years. Like right now, AFA is known all over the world, and it's a matter that you try and see it by yourself and experience how it is to go to a different country with a different culture, different kind of thinking, and also to find that special person that you are looking for.
Okay, I have another question here. How close is the best beach to visit? Okay, well, let me tell you. If we are talking about the best beaches in Costa Rica, let me tell you that they are located in Guanacaste. Now, to get to Guanacaste, it's going to take you about 4 hours and 30 minutes to get there. Okay, you can also try Manuel Antonio. It's a good beach, though. It will take you about 3 hours to get there. But if we are talking about the best ones, and just try Guanacaste. Okay. Another question: if I get my own hotel, is that okay? Oh yeah, absolutely. If you would like to get your own hotel, you are welcome to do so. Okay, so that's fine, perfectly fine.
Okay, Eric is giving us a recommendation. Practice Spanish daily with Duolingo. I guess this is like an app so that you can use and practice some Spanish. That's a very good advice. Thank you, Eric.
Okay, do they require a vaccination for traveling? About this, well, I don't think so. The most important thing is that when you get the test done, if it is negative, you are just ready to go.
I don't think any country is asking for a vaccination like mandatory, just like the COVID test.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Okay, Eric, he's giving an advice to when you get your ticket, get a fundable ticket and check the policies, and then you can book your AFA destination to any of the cities. Of course, we want you to come to Costa Rica, to book to Costa Rica, and if AFA cancels, they will take care of you. So basically, you have nothing to lose. Eric, this is completely true. It's very important that when you buy a ticket, also have like a refundable policy because you never know what is going to happen. So this is a great advice. Thank you so much.
Okay, I would like to add something else. When you are in a foreign country, is not a good idea to walk alone in some areas. Okay, it's better to do it when you can see a lot of people. Okay, it's just a matter of common sense. Although if you get to a street where you see that, hey, this doesn't look any good at all, so it's better get away from that place. Simple as that. Like I said initially, no matter where you go, it's just a matter of common sense. That's all.
Yeah, and just don't carry like a lot of money with you. Some people used to have like a lot of cash and show like this and pay to whatever they are buying. So it's better like if you're paying for your cab or something, have like a small amount of money in one pocket and maybe the other amount in another pocket, so that you don't have to show your wallet, or also like gold. There are some people that they use like gold chains or gold rings or that watches that they look very expensive. It's not like something good to do in any country, especially in a downtown in a city, just to show off like this, because it could attract some people that we don't want to attract, like robbers and things like this. Okay, we have a question. Do a lot of women attend the socials, I guess? Right now there is some sort of like rate. For example, for one man at the social, there should be like 5 women, around 5 women. Before the pandemic, it used to be more. It would be just 1 man and around 8 or 9 ladies in one table. But right now, it's around 1 to 5 radio, men and women. So basically, I want to explain to you, if you are not familiar with the socials, there are several tables. So let's say there are 10 tables because there are 10 men attending the socials. So if you are on table number 1, then you will hear like a bell after a certain period of time, after you talk to all the ladies on the table and ask them questions, and then you have to move from that table to the other one. So it's like a period of time of, I don't know, like 15 minutes probably. And before you leave that table, you ask the ladies who wants to share information with you, and they will give you like a small piece of paper with their information, like phone number, email address. So that way they don't feel like pressure to write down on your in your piece of paper her information in case that she's not interested. So this is a very flexible way to do it, and it will show you who is the person that is interested in you very quickly. So this is like how we do it, and it depends basically on the amount of men that we have at the social. So now you know how it works.
Okay, what is a acceptable age gap there? Are you talking about this?
To answer that question, usually it would be, from 1 till 15 years difference. If you really want to find something that will work, if you go more than 15 years difference, maybe you will be wasting your time or wasting the lady's time, because maybe you wouldn't be with that person for the right reasons. So I would say 15. It depends on how the person looks. If the man is like active and takes very good care of his health, maybe 20 years difference. I think so.
Between 15 and 20 should be the age gap that we recommend. Okay, so that makes more sense. Okay, well, guys, this is the end of our show tonight. Oh, too bad, but we will get back some other time, and we'll be here ready to answer all of your questions. So for those guys who are still thinking about it, hey, do not think about this anymore, you have to take an action right now, because the moment is now. We have plenty of ladies who are very interested in meeting somebody from your country in order to build a very nice and serious relationship. So don't think about it twice. Just do it now. Okay? So you can just do the tour, or if you cannot do the group tour, then you can just join on do the single tour. So one way or the other. Okay? So chances are always open for you to find that special person and be somebody next to you. So on my end, thank you so much for your attention, and until next time.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. We really enjoyed all the questions, and I hope we have responded the right way to all of them and gave you maybe like a good reference about Costa Rica and how things work. And thank you so much for being here tonight. It was a pleasure being here with you, and I hope everybody have a good night. Stay safe, and we hope that you decide to come to Costa Rica, and we will be here to help you. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye then.
This is the most important thing in this trip, and also all the attention that I received from the AFA. I strongly recommend this trip to anybody in Colombia.